Atletico Madrid defeat Barcelona 3-2 on aggregate in the Champions League quarterfinals, and Atletico books themselves a ticket to the semi-finals, something that they haven't done in 9 years. That's unbelievable. Diego Simeone, being in this club for the long time that he's been in 2 Champions League finals, 2 La Liga wins. Yet, you wanna leave. Obviously he's a Atletico legend, being in this club for so long, but you still haven't won that one trophy that you can be. And sure, they're the underdogs in Spain. They're not the Real Madrid and Barcelona. They're not the Real Madrid and Barcelona in Europe as well. But the players and the money they spent over the years, you sure would want to be favorites in one of those years to win the competition. And this year could finally be it. 2-1. First goal from Lamine Yalmal in the 4th minute. Ferran Torres, and then Lookman scoring after Torres scoring after Lookman, but it was called offside here in the bracket in the Champions League. Hopefully it doesn't delete. Okay, right. As of right now, PSG just defeated Liverpool. Mo Salah's last Champions League game playing in a Liverpool shirt. That's just such a sad thing to see. Watched him the second he joined Liverpool and now leaving. It's crazy how fast time goes by. Madrid and Bayern tomorrow. The winner of that will face PSG. PSG automatically had the home game in the first leg. So either Bayern or Real Madrid would have an advantage going into the second leg. Technically. Here, Barcelona losing yet again in the quarterfinals. It's people last year thought it was going to be their year. People this year especially also. But for me, they looked nothing like they did last year. So favorites, I didn't really see. Obviously, they're a good team, but this season they've been losing more often to an extent. It's just there's no. They play great games. They do. They're amazing at home, but it's nowhere near from last year. And then you have Sporting and Arsenal in the other leg. I think the way Arsenal have been playing lately, if they go through, Atletico can 100% make it to the finals and versus a Bayern, a PSG, or a Real Madrid in the final, which is crazy to even think about. These narratives I just can't understand. True or false? Barca in the semifinals because of the robbery in the first leg, acting like Barca hasn't robbed at all. Especially in this game as well. A handball that was called a handball. Joan Garcia grabbing the ball outside. It's just it's a double standard thing. First goal from Lamine Yalmal, mistake from Atletico, and just this is what you needed as a Barca fan and as Barcelona in general. You needed an early goal to get the motivation, to get the adrenaline pumping, to get the you want that, and they had it, and it was going good. You score 2-0. Ferran Torres, beautiful strike, beautiful goal. It's possible. It's 2-2 on aggregate. You're winning 2-0 away. They've done it before. They beat Atletico 3-0 a few months ago in the Copa del Rey semis. Is it going to happen again? No. Barcelona's highline defense mistakes, like always. What was that? Defense mistakes cost them this game, really. Last game against Barca with the red. This game, Eric Garcia with the red. Barcelona's highline. Both teams should have scored more goals. It's just something like that. Torres goal offside. People saying deflection was in play, so you have to call it off. It's not like, honestly, the whole offside rule is weird. So, but that is technically still offside. People saying that this is a pen. You showed this photo, and obviously it looks like he kicks Firmino in the face. Terrible injury, by the way. He was bleeding in his upper lip. That must be so painful. But if you watch the clip, the goalie just saved the ball. He saved it, and Firmino dived into his foot. It's not like he deliberately kicked him. The goalie saved the ball. Did he save it with his leg, or did it just? No, he saved it with his arm and just went past. Either way, even if he didn't save it, that's not a foul. It's just a reaction from the goalkeeper, and Firmino dived into his foot. That's just how it is. Saying it's a penalty is the most craziest thing I've heard. Barcelona has received 6 red cards in the last 3 Champions League seasons, and all these costed Barcelona maybe perhaps a Champions League title in 2024. they were on course to defeat PSG in the quarters and probably could have won this game. It's mind blowing, really, in 2024. Then you have Eric Garcia against Monaco, not as important. Caborsi against Benfica, which was a close game. Araujo and Chelsea, again, Araujo. Caborsi in Atletico Madrid, important game, and then Eric Garcia. It's just these important games that costed you maybe a trophy, especially in 2024 and then 2026. Last year wasn't uh, as big of a problem, but still a lot of red cards. These bars and another photo. People make it seem, oh, he wasn't last man. Kunde was right there to help mark Sorloth. But you look here, that's where the context starts. He clearly has a good way of passage. It's a red card, even though I'm not sure that is there. But you have Conde and you have maybe Jar Martin. Don't know who that is. Right there. That's still clear shot, clear side on goal, but there's that. And then this right here could have saved Barcelona's season. Araujo all had to do was just tap it in. Just tap it in. Shoots it over the bar with his head. It's a shame. I get it's hard. The dying minutes of the game, you really needed to convert this. He's always been known coming up late in games, doesn't play in the back, stays up top, and waits for the crosses, the last minute crosses in the game. And he's converted. I think it was against, what game was it? Mallorca? Don't remember. But he's done it multiple times this season. So really key from Araujo. Flick states if you watch the two games again, we deserved to reach the semifinals. They're making it seem that Atletico didn't play good. They did. It wasn't like Barcelona were miles better than Atletico. This match, Barcelona were nowhere. They weren't superior than Atletico. I think Atletico were better than Barcelona this match. I think Lamine is just the person that makes it seem that Barcelona are the better team because of what he's doing on his own in the right hand side of the pitch. So you saying we deserve to reach the semis and that you were the best team out of both legs? It's such a cope statement. It's so dumb because you weren't miles better than Atletico. It's just you weren't, and you just gotta get that. This meme right here, yeah, it's similar to like the Jude Bellingham remontada, and the whole people in the stadium are talking about it, or in the dressing room, and you don't think about the remontada. Next thing you know, that you lose against Arsenal in a terrible fashion. It's similar to this the profile picture things, Lamine putting the LeBron and the comebacks and all that. It's so goofy, man. Like just play ball. The press conference with Diego Simeone, they're talking about, oh, how about you not mark me with three people? That's fine. That's tough. Like, but this series, like, nah, man, that's just so embarrassing. Barcelona, the team with the most red cards in Champions League in the last 10 years. However, the red card history in La Liga since 2015-16 season reads, so Barcelona's opposing teams 63, and red cards to them is 32. Real Madrid is 40, and then 41 balance is -1. Technically, Madrid are in the negatives and Barca in the positives for that. So there's that. But that's pretty much what happened. If maybe a few other situations in the match. Daniel moment of the match. Griezmann's still competing in the Champions League for his last season with Atletico. But a crazy game, man. Crazy game. It had me up on my toes the whole time. Madrid tomorrow, which is gonna be not fun to watch. It's gonna be a really stressful game. But at least Madrid have a goal in hand, and hopefully they convert. So we'll see what would happen then.